Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your March reading. I hope you are amazing. I'm doing great. So, we are going to jump right in, see what we have for you. So, I have headphones on, and my hair is like lopsided. Not that you care, but I'm just letting you know. Okay. So, we're going to start with child nature in reverse. Tendency to abuse animals, people, or the environment. Don't think of this as too negative, okay? Sorry, Scorpio. Um, Navigating by the stars, follow your bliss. This feels out of control. Not like somebody needs to reel you in or anything. This feels like what I know to be normal to me feels out of control. Like it doesn't feel normal, I guess you can say. It's not bad though. Um I just feel like something is not in your wheelhouse, okay? And you have to go with the flow and use your intuition to figure out what to do next because it's not in the midst of things that you're used to doing or like know how to do, okay? So, fourth chakra, it's emotional, that's why. Smudge ceremony, angel of love. Look at all that love energy. Wow. Walking in beauty, caring connections. What's going on? And owl medicine. Yeah, it has to do with another individual and it has to do with love. It has to do with emotions for sure. I knew it. See, we're here. All right. Um, you've decided to open up your heart, and opening up your heart has a sense of vulnerability to it. Um, which means that there's a lot of things that you have to let go, or a lot of ways maybe that you used to be with this individual or in general that needs to change. Okay. It's just what comes with the territory. It's like you can't act like a single person in a relationship, you know? Okay. Um, and I don't feel like you're unhappy in this situation. I just feel like it's the vulnerability of just kind of walking in love and being comfortable there. Because, and I say vulnerability, Scorpio, because, it's one of those things like, what if something bad happens? What if there's cheating? What if I have to move? What if this? What if it affects my career? There's a lot of questions around it. But I feel like open communication about the vulnerability, about how you feel, about what the other person wants is what is going to help you. Don't try to hold everything in, okay? Don't be afraid to speak up, to say what's on your mind. I feel like this is an opportunity for you to learn and love together and grow together. Yeah, but it's really good, okay? So let's get into the cards, shall we? All right, Scorpio. Oof, I'm warm. Sorry, I was cold earlier. I'm not cold anymore. Okay. All right, so let's see what we have for Scorpio in March. Okay, we have Six of Coins, Knight of Coins, Queen of Wands. That's work related. Hermit, the Magician, Page of Wands, Four of Wands, Nine of Coins, Ace of Swords. Interesting because there's no cups here. But this feels very love oriented. But see, it's less about your emotions because you know what you feel, okay? And more about showing that action and growing together, okay? That's what I'm seeing here. So in the middle, I love that you have the magician, because the magician puts it in your hands. It's like you're the creator, you know. You keep this thing together. You are like the glue. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying like it's just on you, but it's like you have the power to keep this well-oiled machine going well. Okay. So this is very interesting. Okay, Queen of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, the Devil. The worst thing that you can have in March is a misunderstanding. Not being clear, not being open, not being concise, not being straightforward is the worst thing that you can do in March. There's so many misunderstandings that can happen here and create bad energy, bad vibes, bad. I'm just going to say bad vibes between you two. Okay. Or in general. Okay. So you have to be strong to break through misunderstandings, confident in the direction that you're going. Not making people understand, but trying to get people to understand. So this is very much speaking up when it feels like something isn't working, or try something different, or we need to discuss this. This is the time when you do that. Okay. I feel like there's something about your time. Volunteering your time. This is what's, I'm going to say it like this. This isn't like volunteering for a cause, okay? This is, let's say your friend wants to have a conversation about something and you're like, I do not want to keep having this same conversation about this same thing, okay? But this is like, do your friend a service and listen to them and help them make a decision, okay? Or let them open up to you so they can figure out what they want to do. So this is like a this is like practically giving a service of kindness, okay? That only you can give in this particular situation. Also, I feel like if you put all of these things into work in March, Scorpio, your relationship, your marriage is going to go to another level. Okay. I feel like it feels as though everyone wants to be there. Both of you want to be a part of it. And that shows the other person that you also want to be involved. It just feels more connected. It feels more supportive. It feels like it has more of an opportunity to grow and expand. So that's good. Okay. Okay, so the Chariot, Five of Swords, Seven of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Four of Swords, Knight of Wands, and the Sun. You have like no cups. But it doesn't feel bad. It just feels, it really feels like, Scorpio, like the love is already established and we're just working on other matters, okay, to get that full kind of picture, okay? You and this other person want the same things. And you can tell by the energy that they give you, the time that they spend with you, the time that you spend with them. There's something special about this connection in that there's a respect here. There's a longevity as well. It's like a standard. There's a standard that both of you like in a relationship or in a person that is next to you, you know? Um, I do feel like there has been misunderstandings, or there has a tendency to be misunderstandings. And you can get into your head a lot about what those mean and what they don't mean instead of speaking up. Because in your mind, you're thinking, I'm going to wait for the other person to come to me, or I'm going to wait for them to speak up because I don't want to create any issues or problems. The problem is sometimes that can go on for too long. And I feel like this is something that you have witnessed with this individual. But at the moment in March, I feel like this issue is going to come up and you have an opportunity to change that cycle. Okay? You have an opportunity to have a different reaction instead of pulling back, instead of waiting for the other person. And it's something about you doing that that proves to them that you're here to do this thing right for the long haul, you know? Okay. Consistency. Keep consistent. Try not to get into your head too much about the relationship or about anything that's going on around you. And be sure to speak your mind about how you feel. And this is going to be interesting, Scorpio. But sometimes you can say things very straightforward and very cutting. Just know that it's okay for you to do it that way. But there's a need for you to pull back and be like, okay, I didn't mean it so angrily, but this is what I mean, you know? I feel like the most important thing really is just getting out and speaking up. So this is an opportunity for you to do the things that you want to do, like in life in general. Work on the things that you want to have in your future, that you want to expand, and not the things you don't want. So this is true in relationships, connections, friendships, work, whatever it is. You can't use the past and you can't use ignorance as an excuse because you have the knowledge and you have the power right now. For you single people, you're trying to figure out what you want, or you have been, and you're going to figure that out. It's like you know how to verbalize it now, what you want. And at first you didn't, but I feel like you do now. And you know what you don't want as well. You have so much motivation in March, Pisces. I feel like you don't want misunderstandings. You don't want to lose supportive people and supportive friends around you. But I feel like it's one of those things where you do need to speak your truth, but you also know that there's a way to do it. Like sometimes you can be too aggressive or too forward, and you know this. And I feel like you're attempting to kind of adjust the forcefulness of how you do things. But you will not be silenced. Okay. Yeah. And you won't be silenced. Mm-mm. So there's a lot of going with the flow here in this energy. And I feel like love and an open heart is a catalyst to this, honestly. Okay, we're going to dig a little deeper. I just need to pull out some more cards. Oh, Lord. Okay. So the first thing that caught my eye here is this Two of Cups. Okay. So we're going to start on this side. Um this is, you're really serious about this relationship, okay? And whatever it is that you have to do to make it better. And this is not like putting all of your like soul into it, but this is like, I'm going to be the best that I can be, and you're going to be the best that you can be, and we're going to have this healthy relationship, right? I'm not going to hold secrets. I'm not going to not communicate. I feel like, best behavior, trying to be balanced, okay? You're motivated to make it work. So if you have to do something new, that's what you're going to do, okay? It's like you want to maintain a level of balance and show your partner that you have this deep connection for them, and that you make choices with them in mind, to make them feel special in that way. Um, mm, like I said, you're willing to try new things in your life, but you know that walking into love with an open heart, I'm going to say it like that because it feels like I'm just willing to love freely or open, not in the shadows. That's what it feels like to me. Um, that there are going to be some issues that are encountered. There are going to be some problems. There are going to be some people that don't like it, so on and so forth. But you're secure in knowing that you're making the right decisions. I feel like there's no confusion about what you're choosing. Like your direction is open heart, love, and like positivity, you know? Interesting. Okay, let's go into work and then we'll go back into love. I feel like I want to take a break from that. Um Love has a big work has a big question mark around it. I feel like it has a lot to do with you being more open. Um, I'm not going to say you're not following the rules, okay? But I feel like you're challenging the rules. And it's because you want to live a more steady life. It's kind of like I want to work towards my goals or the type of life that I want to have. Okay. And this is creating some challenges because I feel like you like to follow the rules because it's easier, you know. It's not easy. It doesn't create as much conflict, but things are different right now, and you have a different vibe about you, Scorpio. So it's like you have something to defend, whether it's your honor, your love, your goals, your future. You have something that you want to defend. And you want to make sure that that path is steady. So it makes you question some of the rules or the way that you've been doing things or the way the company or something has been working with you. And I do feel like they're not going to like it, but I also see that you're not going to let up. Okay, that's March. So relationships, back to that. You and this person have actually been through things together. And I feel like there is because you've been through so much or been together for so long, I feel like there is like a tight knit connection between you two. Like it's one of those things where both of you could be arguing with each other, and then someone will be like, your partner is doing this, and you're like, you're not gonna yell at my partner, and they like, don't you yell at my partner, like, but y'all still mad at each other, it feels like that. So I feel like you'll always defend each other, but sometimes both of you get a little wonky, you know. There has been a lot of introspection on this relationship, and I feel like all of that is coming out. It's coming to this head of like marriage, connection, long term. Like you finally made it somewhere to this happy space, okay? And ready to take on the next level of whatever that is. There had to be balance learned between you two. Someone felt that the other person was not treating them correctly. And it felt as though because of this person does not love me and they don't care about me. But that has changed because it looks like you have started to open up more to this person or give to them. Okay. Because the more you thought about it, you want to be with them. You want something real. So I feel like there was a letting go of how things used to be and then walking towards this love and being happy with this love, Yeah, let's see what Spirit has for you. That's an interesting reading, Scorpio. Prayer. Yeah, prayer, perseverance. This makes 100% and rejection. Yeah, makes 100% sense. Okay, so the prayer this is basically the grass is greener on the other side type of energy. So this is becoming aware that there is something special in your life or someone special in your life. Perseverance. And you want them to be there. It's like they're stuck in your mind, in your energy. You can tell yourself that this is the problem or you don't need them or whatever it is you want to say to yourself, but you know that you want to be with them, right? So in order to do that, you have to like reject old ways of doing things to open yourself up to love even more. So, um yeah, it's just like you had to grow up, you know. You're just seeing a different perspective. You're more spiritually open because that's what true love does to you. I see you even adjusting plans, like the plans that you had for yourself. It feels so much like this is a love that when you thought in your teens and everything that you wanted to move to England. But now you're like, I'm willing to have this white picket fence in Seattle with this person because I love them so much, you know? It's really it's the kind of love that helps you grow, change, and mature. So it looks good, okay? I love you, Scorpio. See you next month. Bye bye.